Hello and welcome to the Disability Diva channel. I'm the Disability Diva, and today's video is the third in a series of impairment table deep dives. Today we're going to be exploring table number 3, which is about your lower limb function. Impairment table number 3 is used by CENTRELINK to assess the functional impact whilst performing activities using your lower limbs. By definition, your lower limbs extend from your hips to your toes. Also included in this table is the assessment of any impact from your lumbar spine region that may affect your lower limb functioning. And as always, the diagnosis of the condition causing the impairment must be made by the appropriate medical professional. So if you have an impairment that's caused by inflammation, this is my example, then your supportive evidence should be from a rheumatologist. When CENTRELINK assesses a condition that is fluctuating, it basically assigns an overall functional impact of that impairment, taking into account the severity of the impairment, the duration, and the frequency of the episodes. Conditions affecting your lower limbs and your impairments are listed below, but not limited to any hip, knee, ankle, or feet conditions that may impair your mobility, any nerve damage or sensation that alters the function of your lower limbs, any paralysis to your lower limbs, any amputation of your lower limb or limbs, or any condition that actually impairs the functional ability for you to use your lower limbs. As previously mentioned, your evidence must be less than 3 years old and be from an appropriate medical professional. Other reports can be included from allied health practitioners such as physiotherapists, occupational therapists, and exercise physiologists. Any results from x-rays, CTs, MRIs, ultrasounds, anything that you've got to back it up to support your evidence should be included, anything that's relevant, and any results of any physical tests or assessments that you've had done, whether that be an occupational functional therapy assessment or anything else that you've had done. As a requirement by CENTRELINK, your condition must be diagnosed, reasonably treated and stabilised before you can even start this application process. So you need to provide evidence that you have actually had treatment done and the effects that that treatment has had on your functional impact, whether that be an improvement or not a lack of improvement, basically. You need to have evidence to support that you have tried everything possible to assist in treating your condition, and it still creates an impairment severe enough to rate a 20-point score on this table. The 20-point score on this table, which is again severe functional impact, means that you have difficulties with standing up from a sitting position, standing independently, walking around your home and your community. You may require assistance to use public transport, or you are unable to use public transport at all. You may require assistance to transfer to and from a wheelchair, either be that on or off the toilet or in and out of the shower. You might need assistance to move around using walking aids, walking frames, a 4-prong stick, and you are at risk of significant injury from falls due to balance and other issues related to your condition. You only need 20 points on one impairment table to meet the medical requirements for the disability pension, but the 30 points on this table is the extreme functional impact, which means that you are unable to mobilise independently at all. So hopefully that doesn't relate to you and you only meet the 20-point criteria, which is all you need to meet, and you don't need to go into this particular level of support. If you do, however, it is there and available for you to use as part of the assessment. I hope this information has been informative. Please take the time to press that like button and subscribe. Let's get this information out to as many people as we possibly can. Share the love, and until next time, Diva out.
It's the disability diva. She don't like Centrelink neither.